Yo, what up everybody? Welcome back to Analogue, a hate story, where I just basically read for about 15 minutes. Last time we unlocked this sort of new AI personality, Mute, here. Still not really sure who she is. Show me something. Okay, so we gotta look through the logs some more. One thing I did want to see is, we already checked out the Smith family tree with her, but I would like to see what the other... if she has anything to say about the Kim family tree. Does she have any? Yeah, she has something to say about this, right? Oh, what a mess. Leave it to her to clutter things up with useless names. Someone as childish as her. Did she change it? No, okay, it doesn't look like anything's changed. Alright. Good to know. What about with the cliche to remember here? Namjon Yolbi. Seems fairly important to this entire thing. Okay, yeah, no. A base? Seriously? What a complete and utter misrepresentation. In case it wasn't obvious, it's a complete liberal messed up translation. Yes, it's a common phrase, but it's not what it means. Alright, what does it mean then? What it really means is just male superiority, which is basically what a base means in like more harsh terms. So it kind of states the obvious. Oh, I see. So she's kind of like into this society. Alright. So she believes in the patriarchy. That's an interesting angle to remember here. Good to know. What else do we have? Which one is the one with the Pale Bride's diary? Is it this one? No. Does she have stuff to say about these? Yeah, she does. Let's see what she has to say. I don't really know anything about this Kim Young-sok. I only knew about men who are actually of some importance. Damn! So she can't help me out with Young-sok, even though he seems important. He's like the magistrate. I guess he never got high magistrate, but you know, whatever. And he's also part of the Kim family, and I think she is part of the Smith family. So let's see what she has to say about this one here. Pack of idiots. This isn't what Smith Sang-jung was like at all. His death was a tragedy, and for a lesser man to make light of it. Oh, so she's like into Sang-jung here. It's appalling. Can you believe the nerve? Sang-jung never married, and he liked his drink maybe a little bit more than was good for him, but he was a great man. Clever, charming, filial, and respectful. Look, he wasn't perfect, but he was as damn close as you could get, though. So she's got the hots for Sang-jung. Interesting. So don't listen to Kyung-sam. Here's a more fitting depiction. I've added some logs that actually do him justice. Interesting. So we'll get some more about the Sang-jung story. Not here, apparently. Alright, I would like to see what she thinks about Sojin, though, as well. She's an awfully good friend of mine. Oh, so, alright, so Mute is definitely a person. You have to understand, though, she might not have been a very good wife. Absolutely not her fault. Like when I reported to my mistress, Jaehwa, none of the problems in her marriage were her own fault. Okay, Jaehwa was the mistress of the Emperor, I think? So is she the Emperor's wife? That's a pretty... okay. Alright, so she likes Sojin, which is good, because Sojin's like a pretty aight girl, I think. Good to know. Alright, what you gotta say about this one? This is also a pretty important one. Him... yeah. Fuck that guy. Nice. Yo, I like this chick. Even though she's like all into the patriarchy and stuff. Shouldn't say about a man, at least a dead one, but I don't care. He didn't have any respect for the dead either, so as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't deserve any from me. So then one thing related to him that you need to see, and it's not even him. It's a letter to his father from someone who actually did matter. All he ever did was complain about the main branch and trash the good name of a good man. That's all you need to know. It's good to know. Alright, are we gonna get the letter, or what? There was one other thing I wanted to see about, this is Jaehwa. What she was just talking about as, like, the mistress. Queen Yu Jaehwa's admonitions to the new bride. That really brings back memories. Do you want to know more about the admonitions, or about the queen? The admonitions seem most important. When your parents do find you a wife, your mother probably has a set of these prepared for it, assuming she knows how to write at least. Anyway, the point is, it's considered fairly typical for a new gentleman's bride to get a series of verses explaining what will be expected of them, as well as friendly advice. The reason why these ones aren't written in verse is pretty simple, I guess. It's because Queen Ryu Jae-ha had absolutely no ear for it. So she's bad at writing. It's pretty endearing, but she was really worried about the pale bride since she was younger, prettier girl for her husband and all, so she wanted to make a really strong impression. I suggested to her that she do what she was good at and just write them in prose. Since if she was as uneducated as I thought she would be, and she was, it's not like she'd know any better anyway. Well, I guess that backfired a little, since it turned out she was so uneducated that she didn't even know any letters. Oops. Here's a giant info dump. Alright, get all the admonitions. Let's see how many admonitions do we get here. Oh, that's a lot of admonitions. Alright. Still got a couple of locked files here. I wanna hear about the bride also though. Yeah, let's hear about the queen. Mute's very like easily surrendering this information, which is nice. I appear to be just a woman, that's just my personal appearance. I'm actually, a computer program. Okay, an actual official. I rank pretty much everyone in the ship, save for the Emperor, and of course, by extension, his primary wife. Oh, so maybe that's why she was talking to the wife. Directed to the Emperor in theory, I did with others in the past. Emperor, chose to let that sort of thing go through his wife instead. Okay, that makes sense then. So they were pretty close for a computer program, I guess. She's really intelligent, surprisingly tough for a noble. Sounded attractive, but trust me, with her, it was pretty okay. I like the Emperor's wife as well. She seemed like a... No, wait, no, I'm thinking of Sojin. Sojin was the person who helped the magistrate and stuff, and they were pretty progressive. The Emperor's wife was already also, like, pretty okay. I didn't write a single word or anything, but she asked for advice. Mostly she was just modest. So let me see, I really want you to get the right impression of her. She kind of wrote a lot. Well, nobody's perfect. Don't let that cloud your judgment of her, though, alright? I mean, I'm not impressed either, but at least it means you'll be able to see what she was like. Alright, I've got 3 for you to see. Well, one's actually about me, but still shows you how good of a person she was. If you want to see the rest of the admonitions, let me know. I can do that. Well, I mean, we already unlocked all of them, I think. Oh, no, we got some extra stuff, too. Nice. Alright, so we got all of Block 10 done. And we're going to get back to that in just a sec. Oh, these were supposed to already be... That was supposed to be unlocked already, I think. Maybe that was talking about the queen. I really want to see, though, is... her talking about the pale bride. Yeah, let's take a look at what she thinks about the pale bride here, because that should be pretty interesting. You've talked to her a fair bit, right? What do you think of hyun-ae? I don't hate her. I mean, she tell about the whole mass murder thing? She conveniently leave that out. She did not tell me about that. I'm sure that awful bitch is ashamed of what she did. Maybe she just wanted to impress you. I don't think most men are turned on by that kind of lunacy. Yo, man, you're talking to the wrong kind of guy. I love mass murders. It gets me so hot. It's better if you don't hear it from me, though. I don't think you'd even believe it. Better go ask her yourself. What I'm gonna do is give you an entire box full of nothing but questions for her. It might be a little hard to get the whole story out. Fake sympathy, she'll probably actually believe you. So there you are, a few questions to give her, drag the truth out of her, then tell me how crazy you think she is. Alright, so we got a whole nother block unlocked, it looks like. What about Kim Jong-soo? Who's like, he has nothing to say about that. Okay. Anything to say about Young-suk's wife? No. Anything to say about going straight to hell? No. Alright, I think we're done with Pale Bride block. Okay, Mute's questions. What do we have here? Yo, dang, that's like 9 entries, straight up. How are you doing? Why would I ask her that? The questions are for her, they're perfectly... Alright, take them to... Okay. Yep. I guess I'm supposed to ask them in this order or something? Well, what are they like? How do you feel about me? Again. Wait, what the... Why is it flickering here? Haven't gone back to hyun-ae. Why is that? It's because you don't believe me? No. That's good. Do you think it's just not important? No. I'm going to ask about it. I'm trying to get some clarification here, yo. So you'd rather just hear it from me? No, I mean... Yeah, you can be confused. I'm just trying to get... Yo. Okay. Sure. Why are you flickering though? I don't... Why is everything... Yo, okay, she's paging me. And we're getting some crazy music. I hate to interrupt you, but I've just noticed we got a very serious problem. Static, yeah. What is happening here? Bad news, it's a big deal. A big deal to the tune of a reactor meltdown in What? Yo. That's... Yo, this music's getting freaky. When the communication started up, well, it looks like it was the tipping point that brought the ship out of low power mode, got the reactor going. The reactor that hasn't been maintained in centuries, out of control of some little idiot girl for nearly as long. No, I don't know anything about nuclear fission reactors. I'm just a mercenary, yo. Okay, what I need to know, if you can't get the reactor under control, this is going to be catastrophically... Yes, it's nuclear fission. It's going to turn into, like, a sun, probably. Alright, supernova. 20 minutes. Jesus, okay. I do know how to shut everything down and get back to safety again. If you're starting to get worried, well, don't be. When it comes to safety of the ship, I'm your girl and I'm here to help you. Thank you. Try doing it simply using the disable action. I don't think this will work, but we should try it. Ship's in such a state of disrepair and not made, it's probably going to be really complicated. Still try that for me. Drop down the terminal and just try shutting down the reactor directly. Alright. Use override terminal. Come on, baby. Disable. Disable. Help. Please. Power control. Power control. Disable. Oh. Power control. Disable. Subsystem. Subsystems. What are the subsystems? Where's the controls of subsystems? List. Power control list. Okay, what do we need? We need atmosphere, radio communications. We need the AI. Jesus, there's so many. Do not ever disable the main computer. Gravity? We don't really need gravity, right? Or rail? Okay. Power control. Oh, this is so... Disable rail. Rail has been disabled. Cool. Sensors? Oh, we don't need the recycling system, I think. Power control, disable, maybe gravity? Gravity. Alright. Power control, disable, waste. Waste has been disabled. Okay, we got a bunch of cores too. Power control. Can we do it more than once? Core 3, core 4. Oh, we can do it more than once. Nice, okay. Power control, disable, core 5, core 6. Alright, how are we doing? Nope, that is not the button. Quit. How are we doing? Mute. The first thing we're going to do is try and disable it. I don't think this will work. Yo. Alright. Drop down the terminal and try... Oh, shutting down the reactor directly. Maybe that's why. I was trying to shut down, like, non-essential systems. Alright. Power... Where's the reactor? Power control... Disable reactor. Not a valid subsystem. Power control... Let's list again. Bulkheads? No, proper atmosphere. We need that. Communications. I feel like we need that too. Life support is disabled? Yo, what? I think we need that. Power control, enable life support. Thank you. What else do we need to disable, yo? Sensors? Probably. Power control, disable sensors. Okay. Power control. Oh, oops. Not supposed to be a space. Disable. What else? Bulkhead? No. Need the bulkhead seals. Communications. Sailing, nope. Okay, alright. Power usage at 26%. I feel like 26% is like not bad, right? Okay, help. Enable AI hyun-ae. Fuck. Didn't spell it right. Enable AI hyun-ae. Why? I can't initialize it? Oh, jeez. Alright, we're screwed, guys. I think we're screwed. What can I do? Yo, mute. Help me out. This isn't working. Ugh. Alright, guys. I actually think that we're going to end the episode here. Hopefully next time we'll get this nuclear fission reactor under control and not turn into a sun. Oh, this is getting intense. Let's see how far we are. Let's save our game here. We are about halfway through the game. Alright, not doing too bad. So yeah, I hope you've been enjoying Analogue a hate story so far. And this is a super intense place. And I'm super blueballing you guys. Just so I'm sure you'll turn in to the next episode of Analogue a hate story. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those great things that really support me. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!